questions on the VA disability claims process, anything with high value VA claims, high value secondary VA claims, recently denied VA claims, let your boy know. Going to be getting extensive in the next 30 minutes or so, depending on how this live works. You got any questions at all means, let your boy know. What's up, Steve? What's up, Steven? How you doing? You in here, or was that a pre-made comment? Yeah, that's a pre-made comment. That's from 10:30. But yeah, hey, just uploaded a video on some secondary condition options for those of y'all who are trying to seek VA disability for sleep apnea claims. Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, feel free to ask any questions pertaining to your own VA disability claims process, denied claims. Oh, what's Gucci with an LG? What's Gucci with a dog? Oh, happy Monday, happy Monday, yes sir. Oh, hitting the live before I hit the fucking games, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, appreciate the like, appreciate the love. Just talking about the recent video I uploaded. A lot of veterans that try to seek sleep apnea direct service connection. However, with a little bit of research, I've seen and heard that, there's a lot of other veterans who utilize secondary options, mainly with respiratory issues, allergic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis. If you have both of those service connected, you can secondary sleep apnea off of both or one of the two. Depending on how your medical evidence supports that VA disability claim, it's definitely doable, as well as the medical evidence in which you supply and you gather along, during your claim process, or, prior to you getting into the claim process. Keep in mind, once y'all submit your intent to file, you have a whole year to build medical evidence. Don't wait, it's a placeholder for an effective date. But if you do it right, you should be building medical evidence prior to you even, thinking about submitting an intent to file. What's Gucci with it, Steven? What's Gucci with it, dog? Oh, appreciate the like. Appreciate the love. What's Gucci with it? Yes, sir. But a lot of vets, they try to just fuck it. They figure out that sleep apnea is 50%, and then they're like, okay, let me go fucking put in the claim. They put in the claim, they get denied, and then they're wondering why. Because their medical evidence doesn't support direct service. If it doesn't support direct service, that means you don't have enough, or you have no medical evidence in your service treatment record to account for any sleep issues, sleep disturbances, any signs or symptoms of sleep apnea. And a lot of veterans don't know the power of a personal statement. In absence of those complaints, talk about it in a personal statement. Get buddy statements to corroborate your story. Like, I had a few complaints. I'm one of the rare veterans who had a few, very few, not rare, but, very few veterans have in-service complaints of sleep issues, sleep disturbances. Don't mind the cars in the background. I'm in my car, obviously. But, my little demon at home, she's a little crazy. So, boy, gotta get some private time. Take a sip because it's hot as a mofo right now. You definitely want to start, I had in-service complaints. Not a lot, very few, but it was still sleep issues, sleep disturbances. Along with that, I had signs and symptoms of sleep apnea. So this came from me, are you driving the Corvette today? Oh, shit, Steven, I wish I had a motherfucking Corvette, dog. I wish. If I had a Corvette, it would be Gucci killers on the side of it. Stay Gucci with it. Come on. Maybe in the future. I'm not really a Corvette type of guy. I'm more of an Audi, I'm more of, Jason Statham, transporter, Audi type of guy. Something about the Audi, especially the Audi A8. That thing is sexy. But anyways, I got the family mobile. But I've grown to like it. What is it? A fucking Honda CRV? Yeah, CBR? Whatever fuck. Not the Pilot, the sexier looking one. The Pilot looks like a box driving on the fucking highway. But anyways, back to the sleep apnea story. I have very few complaints, but my buddy statements and my personal statement, along with my medical evidence. Obviously, I had a diagnosis of sleep apnea. Required use of the CPAP machine. And on top of that, I think what helped the claim was 6 months, 4 to 6 months post military when I got out. I was trying to go in for law enforcement, and I fell asleep during a polygraph test. And during that polygraph test, choking on my tongue and shit. It was like 10 in the morning. They waking me up and say, "Hey, we think you got sleep apnea." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" They say, "Go get checked." I got checked. What the hell? You know. God. Bless me. Bless you. Excuse me. So, yeah. But for some veterans, they don't have the in-service complaints and or they don't know the functions of the personal statement as well as getting a buddy to corroborate your story. If you don't have none of that, definitely a secondary route to get sleep apnea connected, service connected, is an option for y'all. One of the most common secondaries is sleep apnea, secondary to PTSD, and I've explained that in a couple of my videos, especially in the most recent video that I did drop, pertaining to PTSD causes, the medication that you're taking for PTSD may cause you to stress eat, which in turn causes you to gain weight, which now you're medically obese. That the weight and obesity, BMI, whatever case, contributes towards sleep apnea. You go out, you get a sleep study for sleep apnea. You're building the medical evidence. If you're going in to see your doctor on a routine basis, it's going to show the gradual increase in your weight. So it's like, it's not a far cry to try to get it service connected. You're going in to see your doctor on a frequent basis. Be real. You were partying too much prior to the polygraph test. Come on, man. It was on a Monday. I ever since, even in the military, I don't drink on Sunday. I don't party on Sundays. I don't care if it's a wedding, motherfucking, birthday party. I do not drink on Sundays. I'm not a morning person. Got me fucked up. Come on. But I went in there. I was chill. I felt well rested, but the polygraph, the test examiner, they kept asking the same fucking questions from 7:30 up until I fell asleep and I was snoring up in that motherfucker. So, eventually I took it later, passed at a different location, and it wasn't even that long. It was like maybe 2 hours, and that examiner was a lot more livelier. The first one was like, she was out to fucking, I'm about to make you fall asleep, motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about? But, PTSD, sleep apnea secondary to PTSD. Another route is asthma. If you're service connected for asthma, respiratory issues contribute towards sleep apnea. Another one is allergic rhinitis, chronic sinusitis. One of the two, if you're service connected for both, you get secondary VA disabilities on. You have multiple direct on two secondary, as well as you can have a secondary, multiple secondary VA disabilities on a single already service connected VA disability. As long as your medical evidence supports all of that, the multiple secondaries or two primary disabilities causing a secondary effect, definitely is doable. Another uncommon way to get sleep apnea service connected is service connected due to your limitations. Any mobility issues, mainly pertaining to low back strain, lumbosacral strain, plantar fasciitis, pes planus, knee issues, anything lower body and below, which is pretty much taking you out to fight. You can't be physically active anymore if you were, whatever the case may be, but it contributes to you not being active, which contributes to you gaining weight. Because, at least in today's society, at least in America, even if you can eat healthy all day, every day, you can be a vegan and still be obese. Like, I know so many vegan obese motherfuckers, I'm vegan, but, they eating sweets all day. They eating carbs all day, whatever the case may be. What you got, Steven? Even Stevens. Debo, can you discuss when and how is the best manner to file secondaries? Yes, sir. So the best manner in which you can file a secondary claim is I would definitely start building medical evidence prior to you figuring out whatever case. Always assess yourself. There's always side effects to medication. There's always side effects or secondary issues that can spawn from treatment. And just assess yourself. If you're a veteran, obviously if you're a veteran, you're following my page. You're staying Gucci with it. Work with your doctor. Start building that medical evidence. Identify what issues are spawning from or being caused or being aggravated due to your already service-connected disability. Like I found a study yesterday, not study, but veteran. He's secondary sleep apnea to GERD. Very unique case, outside the box thinking, but you got to be outside the box when you dealing with the VA, especially with sleep apnea, because it's a 50% claim that a lot of veterans chase. There is a 30, a 10, and a 0%, but no one wants 0. I'll settle with 10% if I'm at 94% total. That'll push me to that 95%, 100% permanent total. Gang where they at, but most veterans, that veteran, he had GERD, he was service connected for GERD, he had 30 or 60%, whatever the case may be. But the medical evidence in which he provided 3 nexus letters from, surprisingly, a VA medical doctor, and 2 other doctors that worked within the VA, blah, 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 blah. And his GERD was causing sleep apnea. At the same time, he couldn't treat his sleep apnea with a CPAP machine because he had severe GERD at night. So if y'all should know what GERD is, acid reflux. If you're laying down, especially on your back, and you're experiencing GERD several times a night, I'm not a doctor. I don't know how that fucking shit works, but you're GERDing. You're GERDing. And you got a CPAP machine on, and if, some people have a lot of acid reflux. If you got the CPAP machine on and you're laying on your back, if it fills up, it's simulating like a drowning effect. Especially with that fucking air pushing the fucking GERD or the acid reflux back into your throat. It's simulating a drowning effect on you. So this veteran, he went into an VA medical facility sleep study, conducted it, and they knew he had GERD. He was secondarying it off of GERD, sleep apnea secondary to GERD, and they noticed like, okay, when he was asleep and he had episodes of GERD, he was simulating drowning. So it's like, no, you can't fucking, yes, you have sleep apnea, but you can't. He couldn't remedy it with a CPAP machine. He couldn't treat that. That issue can't be treated for that veteran. It could be for a lot of other veterans as well. If you got severe GERD, it's causing you to have acid reflux multiple times throughout the day, especially at night when you're sleeping. That could be an avenue and a route. Definitely, you want to work with your doctor. If it's VA, in this veteran's case, he had a VA medical doctor that helped him, provided him with a nexus letter and DBQs. And he had 3 of them. There's not many VA doctors that do that, but definitely I say work with your doctors, assess yourself, see what secondary injuries and disabilities are spawning from an already service-connected disability, either physically, due to medication, due to a mixture, it may be mixing with another disability that you're service-connected for, and you can use those 2 primary or those 2 service-connected disabilities to submit and build medical evidence for that secondary claim in which you're trying to gain. But definitely medical evidence. The main thing for secondaries is to show causation. You definitely need to show causation whenever you're submitting a secondary claim. And hopefully I answered your question, Stevens. Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, feel free to ask any questions, as well as feel free to hit that motherfucking like button. I appreciate the strife. Jay Freed, I have motherfucking ostrichitis. Okay, I'm not Dr. Dog. I ain't even gonna try to fucking say that word. Pain in my back, knees, hips, feet, and ankles. Okay. Would going to the gym hurt my claim? I suffer a lot in pain, but I still try and work out, and I'm in decent shape. Okay. As far as like just if the gym alleviates some of that pain, I mean, it's almost equivalent to going to, a physical therapist. But depending on what you're doing in the gym, it may hurt your claim. Like, you can't be, going in to claim for an increase on, knees, back, hips, and feet. And, you're over there fucking heavy squatting 700 pounds like Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, buddy! You can't be doing that. But, if you're going into the gym, you're doing some, like, functional fitness, plyometrics, things to keep your body moving, keep your joints moving and stuff like that. It's definitely, it's going to look a lot better because it's pretty much remediation, like remedial, not remedial, it's not the word I'm looking for, but it's pretty much, you've tried physical therapy. It wasn't working for you. It could have been too slow. It could have not, it just wasn't your fit. So, you're going to the gym, you're doing different fucking exercises and stuff to get the blood flowing, to feel, the full body type of effect. But, definitely if you're going in for an increase for any of those, you don't want to be going in and saying, a typical gym workout for me is, I'm fucking bench pressing 500, squatting fucking 2,000, and you deadlifting half the gym. No, you don't want to go in there saying that, but, definitely if you're going to the gym for a functional type of fitness, see. I'm talking about? What's up, LA? What's up, Gucci dog? What do? But what's up, Soul Flam? But yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Jay Free. Soul Flam, yes sir. 2023, year to vet, 100% permanent total. Where the benefits at though? Where they at? Hey, that's y'all coming in. By all means, y'all got any questions on the VA disability claims process? Let your boy know. Ask any questions, and as well, don't be shy to ask a question or hit that motherfucking like button. Anything else? Oh, no problem, LA. No problem, LA. Hopefully, you can redesign that to fit your claim. But definitely it took me a while to figure out what's the best layout for a personal statement. Because a personal statement is gonna do some good. In the event, even if it's an event, it's mainly geared towards a denial. But say if you got service selected and you got 30 and you should have got 50, higher level review that motherfucker. If you did a detailed personal statement, it captures your symptomology, impacts to your personal and your work life. If it applies to that specific disability, you noted key medical evidence that you submitted to the VA. Fucking easy higher level review on that. So Flam, pain and instability with motion in shoulder. Okay. So definitely, like with all joint or mobility issues, so instability is a claimable thing. If you're having any instability in your shoulders or any limitations, definitely that's what's taken in consideration first when it comes to submitting for an increase or submitting for a secondary claim. Secondary claim. If you're trying to get the highest max for any specific joint, definitely I'm not like well versed in like the higher percentages except for like back and cervical. But I mean if it's anything like the back, from 0 to 40%, the VA doesn't take in consideration pain. They take in consideration limitation, extension, and fucking flexion. After 40%, that's when they start looking into pain and complete, I don't know why I keep want to say seizures, but complete instability of the spine. Pretty much your spine is locking up and stuff like that. But yes, sir. LA, how can I convert 100% disability to 100% permanent total? Okay, something like that, you would definitely need to work with you can do it yourself, but I definitely recommend working with a VSO, Veteran Service Officer, because you don't want to put in a claim to request for a permanent total status and then they get denied. But you definitely, either you can request a copy of your C-file, and in your C-file, it's going to be a VA rating code sheet. And on that code sheet, it's going to give you an idea of which disabilities you're currently service connected for that are considered static. Static disabilities are considered permanent. I'm not sure what the VA's, magic or formula when it comes to designating veterans permanent and total status. But I'm sure it goes off of a specific percentage on how much is considered static. But I mean, I can't find anything in OVA manual, nothing in there. So, let me see. Let me see that. Let me see the live chat. Okay. Okay, LG. I have a supplemental claim pending. Should I wait to file the one I've been working on? It'll be supplemental too. Okay. I mean, if it's another supplemental, I mean, you could definitely submit it. I mean, supplementals, they're like, fuck it. As long as you have everything, definitely have a personal statement to address all the issues that was on the first denial. So you're like, okay, hey, I was denied on this last claim 5-6 months ago due to a lack of diagnosis. I now have that diagnosis, or due to a lack of X-rays or something like that. Definitely you want to address that in a personal statement prior to submitting that supplemental, because once you submit a supplemental, you're not going to get any details on it until you get a call for a CMP exam, or whenever the claim is finalized, adjudicated, unless you have a VSO that can go into the system, the Veteran Benefit Management System, same system that CMP examiner as well as your VA rater will be looking into. But just keep that in mind with supplementals. Supplementals are the only type of claims, as well as with some appeals, you can't see any like updates as they are occurring. Motherfucker, SoFlam, I got denied. Can I provide a statement that clarifies the responses to the concerns that the CMP examiner cited? The reason for saying less than likely cause. Okay, so if you're trying to, I mean, you could definitely do a personal statement, SoFlam, but you will need to get an equivalent doctor to respond to those issues. Unless you're a doctor, I don't fucking know. You definitely want to work with your primary care provider, or, I think I've put out on one or two posts on the community tab. Someone's asking about the Facebook groups that has doctors in them that can, prepare either a Nexus letter or a DBQ for an appeal, supplemental status. But that's definitely, if you're on good terms with your doctor and they don't mind writing a support letter that can address those issues, pretty much debunk whatever that CMP examiner is saying, that's a route you can take. Motherfucking Eden Stevens. Let me see. Hopefully it's not too loud with the AC. Feeling like my phone is heating up. Okay, motherfucking. Who that? Joe Garcia, I'm at 40% for schizophrenia. Tinnitus. There you go. All right, motivate. Joe Graves. There you go. Even Stevens, contact county VSO to assist. I don't know about that county VSO, brother, man. I don't know about that. Definitely call that county VSO and see if they have access to VBMS prior to, joining them. Yeah, but there's, definitely give it a veteran service organization. Motherfucking Joe Graves, claim 4 of the PACT Act. Okay, PACT Act 2022 claims asthma, sinusitis, right now, and fatigue. Okay, so many appointments going 4 months out. I'm patient. Okay, there you go, Graves. I hope you. My question is, I have 3 pulmonary appointments total. Hashtag VA Detroit. Yes, sir. Is that normal? It's I mean, it depends on how your specific VA regional office is dealing with that claim. I've seen, even in my my case for my claim, they classified it as a PACT Act, but it was really Gulf War for my IBS and GERD. It went back and forth between supposed appointments 3 to 4 times. And then when I actually did CMP exams, it went through another 2 ACE exams with OptumServe and something else. Not LHI. I mean, not QTC or VES. It was OptumServe and someone else. And the Loyal Group. And those 2 were like trash. So I guess the VA didn't accept their DBQs and IMOs. So then I eventually got into a seat to see QTC examiner. They're a lot better, efficient. And so I went through one in person, 2 ACE, and then it went through 2 to 3 trying to get an appointment status. So I mean, definitely just be patient with the PACT Act claims, especially when you're going through for the appointments. Joe Graves, DAV, VSO. There you go. I've heard mixed things about DAV. There you go. Yes, sir. I was with VFW. They were ass trash in the bag. Then I switched over to Wounded Warrior Project. Had nothing but, I ain't got nothing but good things to say about them. They got a lot of services on top of just helping veterans with the VA disability claims. I worked with 2 or 3 of their VSOs. One was like an Uncle Ruckus ass motherfucker. So every organization has those type of people. But definitely, if you get with a DAV, VFW, Wounded Warrior Project, some county VSOs, definitely you want to screen these VSOs to make sure they're competent, they're knowledgeable, and they have the access needed to, actually help you out. Not just, you're just another fucking number for them. Joe Graves. They've seen an obstruction in my lungs, and I got a 59 in the machine. Okay, 59 out of what, dog? Hopefully it's not lung cancer, but hey, salute to you. Hopefully you get those benefits, dog. Hopefully you get those. Why are you smiling, dog? Why are you smiling, Graves? True. Moved to the Vietnam veteran. True. I moved from the Vietnam Veteran Affairs. They got me my first claim. Helped a lot. There you go. Hey, that's Gucci. And definitely, if you like, as you are going through the VA claims process, I got a buddy, who needs some, need a little nudge, need a little push, push their ass in the right direction. Yes, sir. Get that motherfucker in the bag, dog. Secure the bag. That's it. 2023, you're the benefits. Where my benefits at, baby? You know what I'm talking about? Come on. Take a sip. Take a sip. Hey, any other questions? Anything at all on the VA disability claims process, denied claims, high value VA claims, high value VA secondary claims. Let your boy know. I gotta hit him with them keywords. You know what I'm talking about? Hit him with the keywords. Yes, sir. And if y'all haven't already, appreciate it if y'all, take a look at that recent upload. It's trending. What does it take to GERD as a secondary? I believe you're trying to say, okay, what does it take to get service connected for GERD as a secondary? And it's pretty much whatever. You need to show causation. For any secondary disabilities, you need to show causation. So if you're service connected for migraines at 0 or 50%, and that medication is causing you to experience acid reflux, GERD, or if it's causing you to fucking, blow out the booty, IBS, whatever the case may be, you need to be complaining about that to your doctor. Get assessed, especially for GERD or IBS. You want to make sure you get an endoscopy or colonoscopy. It's pretty much, if you're going to file for both, get them both at the same time. It's pretty much the camera. Camera's going to fucking split roast that ass. But that's what the VA likes to see. If they, some locations order an endoscopy and or colonoscopy, depending on if you file for both or one or the other. They like to see that for, the higher percentage. Like if you're trying to get max for GERD, which is 60, they like to see endoscopy. Like they're not going to give a 60% for GERD with just like, a couple of complaints and a personal statement alone. They definitely want to see some erosion that's occurring in your esophagus and, anything else that's in your enamel, your fucking teeth. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to even try to say these words. But the erosion in and around your mouth and your throat, esophagus, that's being caused by the acid reflux. That may be being caused by the service-connected medication that you're taking. Motherfucking Joe. I wanna know what. Okay, there you go. I want to claim insomnia as part for schizophrenia. Okay. So, Graves, when it comes to mental health claims, you don't necessarily need to tack on additional mental health disabilities. In order to get an increase for any mental health disability claim, you need to show how has your symptoms worsened since getting service connected or since your last CMP exam, as well as impacts how has that your specific disability been impacting your personal and your work life. You can always tack on, insomnia with schizophrenia, but you're definitely going to need to satisfy those three things first prior to submitting that increase, because you want to at least maintain what you already have for your, for schizophrenia. You have 40%. You don't want to, you have 40? You got 30 or what you got? 30 or 50%. Oh, no problem, Joe. No problem, Joe. I wanna know what to... Alone, 2307. Where they at? Hey, can you talk about some of the most common SMC? Thanks. I'm not well versed in the SMC levels, but the most common, what is that? 4,700, 40,000, $731. What you counting, Joe? But alone, for the SMC levels, I believe the most common is SMCK. Not sure. SMCK and SMCL. And depending on your disabilities, like you either need a solid, I believe it's a solid 60% disability, or a combination of 70, depending on what you're already service connected and if it qualifies for an SMC level. Motherfucker Ronnie, what's up, Ronnie? Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm fucking around, though. Oh, yeah, big dog. Yeah, I go for a PACT exam in a month. Do you know what goes up? Okay, do you know what goes on these exams? Keep up the Greek way. Oh, appreciate the stripe, dog. Appreciate the stripe. Okay, so PACT. Is it just regular PACT, or like what did you specifically file for? Because I went in for GERD and IBS, and mainly they took blood work. They had the order for, I had an order in for an endoscopy, but prior to that, I did the fucking, the motherfucking fecal samples, and then the fecal samples was enough. But I did all that with my private physician, outside of the CMP exam process. But at least they're gonna, depending on what you're filing for, it should be some blood work, some diagnostic testing. True for real? Let me see. Okay, hopefully I get 70% higher. Yes, sir. Hey, Joe. Definitely, if you haven't already, develop a personal statement with that claim to capture your symptoms, impacts to your personal and your work life, as well as if you can grab someone from your personal life to provide you with a personal statement, that'll be Gucci. And then someone from your professional life, same thing. It's gonna fucking, that's the trifecta, baby. Trifecta. Motherfucker, true for real. How long do new claims go into the CMP exam phase? I've been waiting about a month now. 4 claims, 2 direct, 2 secondary. Okay. It really just depends on your specific VA regional office processing time. At least over here in California, SoCal, mine's in San Diego. I submitted 4 things. 1 for increase, 1 that was classified PACT Act, presumptive, and 2 service aggravation. And no, 1 service aggravation, 1 supplemental. I got the increase in the supplemental CMP exams within 2 weeks. For the IBS GERD and for the service aggravation for plantar fasciitis pes planus, I didn't get that CMP exam October, November, December, January, February, March, April, until 7 months later. So it all depends on your specific VA regional office, their processing times, what's their workload, how overworked their fucking VSRs are. This is taken into consideration. But you could definitely, if it goes longer than another 2 weeks, go to Vera, go to Google, type in VERA, VA, and you can schedule for the VA regional office that's dealing with your claim, or another one that's readily available depending on your schedule, to give you a call and give you a detailed update on what's going on with your claim. Alone 2307. I'm at 100% permanent total. What are those SMCs you mentioned? So SMCK and SMCL are the SMC levels. There's a lot of them. And different ones may be tailored to you specifically, to different disabilities. You definitely got to check that out, though. LA Debo, how much does 100% disability reduce your property tax? So depending on your state, some states, like Texas, God's country, where the fuck, they get completely wiped. As of in California, it goes off of different tiers. It's not completely wiped. You're still getting some type of reduction from your property taxes, but definitely it pays to. Well, it's more beneficial for you as a veteran if you're like in one of those central states, fucking like central not central Cali, central United States is where you're gonna reap the most benefits from having VA benefits. Not so much in fucking Cali, New York, motherfucking Florida, Alligator Brothers. LG, bro, I have a colonoscopy on the 28th. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, there you go. On the 28th, I already started intent to file. If diagnosed with IBS, will I still get backdated with the PACT Act? If it depends on if the VA rolls it with the PACT Act. If they classify it as a PACT Act presumptive or a Gulf War presumptive. But at the very least, you'll get backdated from the intent to file. Not until, if your intent to file was prior to August of last year, you'll definitely, it depends on how the VA wants to fucking classify it. Because for mine, they backdated for any pay that was associated with my IBS claim. It was backdated until August of last year, not until last March when I started my intent to file. So it all depends on how the VA fucking classifies it. Ronnie, I filed for sinusitis and rhinitis on 5/24/2023. It's the initial review phase. Is it too late to add more evidence from the original DIC who originally diagnosed me? Okay, doctor. Okay, I'm assuming you're saying doctor. Yes. If you but keep in mind. I mean, even if you did submit a fully developed claim, I did as well. It still took fucking what? September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months to fully adjudicate. If you got more medical evidence that you believe that's going to help that claim, submit it in. It may prolong you in the claims process, maybe another month. But just keep in mind, like it took me 9 months from submission to completion to finish my last claim, and I started last September, was finalized in May. So just keep that in mind. But definitely, it's not too late. Never too late. Joe, the VA app shows me all my previous claims and appointments. Do you see this? Yeah, you can. I mean, not so much claims. Did you recently get out? Because I know recently some veterans who recently got out and they started the claims process prior to getting out, they have like special accesses to see this shit. Either in the VA app or in the TRICARE app. But I can't see any CMP exams or anything like that on mine. I only see when I submit claims and my claim history, not so much like my CMP exam history. Chris, what's up, dog? The CMP exam went well Friday from what he told me. Yes, sir. There you go. Hey, did you ask was he planning on getting you service connection, secondary, increase? And did you get a copy of that DBQ? Hey, that sounds good, though. That sounds good, Chris. Hopefully you get them benefits. You get that percentage. Motherfucking 2023 year to motherfucking Chris Cannon. Come on, dog. You're the vet. Anything else? Hey, as y'all coming in, by all means, if you got any questions on the VA disability claims process, anything at all, high value VA secondary claims, high value VA claims, motherfucking Ronnie, thank you so much. You took me from 10% to 60%. Oh yes, sir, appreciate you, dog. I think I can get 80% eventually. I owe you, brother. Oh yes, sir, appreciate dog, appreciate the love, dog. Motherfucker decline. Had to decline that motherfucker right quick. You know what I'm talking about? Christopher, he said that he was going to do a service connection. Yes, I got it. Yes, sir, there you go. There you go, Chris. Hopefully it'll push you up as well. You can join the increased gang with Ronnie. There you go. Benefits, baby, benefits. LA, damn. The what? The Gucci glad. Yes, sir. Come on, dog. Come on. I mean, it's bright. It's hot. It's fucking already 93 degrees outside. So it's hot. Rashad, what's up, Rashad? Hey, I just scheduled an appointment through Vera. Thank you, but no problem, dog. Rob, motivate, kill. So, Christopher. So if I'm at 80%, he said that should be getting at least 60 to 70. What? So if I okay. What are you talking about, Chris? What are you talking about? So what? So if I'm at 80%, he said that I should be getting at least 60 to 70 additional percentage. I mean, that's 100% right there, baby. Are you at a true 80 or 75% rounded up? Motherfucking 84% rounded down. Oh, let me see. So I'm at 80% right now. Okay, with this should be getting another 60. Okay, 60, 74. This I'm at 83. Okay, 83. Ooh, if you got 70, that might put you at 92%, 92, 93. Don't tell me how the VA fucking shit works, but yeah, it should put you right around there because I was at 85, 86%. I got an increase. Well, I mean, it could push you to 100. It could push you to 100 because I went in for an increase and a supplemental, and I got a partial rating. So I got what 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I got a 40. Well, I got a 70% increase on my partial when the VA gave me a partial claim, and that pushed me to 95%. So I mean, it's definitely. Yep. Live, baby. Hit your boy. But yeah, definitely. It should push you up there though. It should push you. You'll at least be at 90. But if you have anything else, yeah, I mean, I hope it's 102, man. I hope it's 102, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, Ronnie, motherfucker Coleman. Yeah, buddy. Can my private doctor, cardiologist, complete a DBQ for me? Yes, they absolutely can. Also, is the heart claim hypertension and 2 stents a high or low value claim? I mean, hypertension alone can be a high value claim. High value VA disability claim. As long as your medical evidence supports, if your medical evidence supports, you can get anywhere up to 60% for it. I'm not too sure about the heart stents. Definitely I will need to take a look into that, or you can take a look into the CFR 38 on that. Oh, appreciate the super thanks, motherfucking USMC dub, blessing your boy with the super thanks. Appreciate your strife. But yeah, definitely, Ronnie, definitely. If you got good medical evidence that can support first getting secondary connection, getting hypertension secondary, as well as if you meet the criteria for a 60% claim for that. Anything else? Any other questions? Why some doctors don't do DBQs? Motherfucking LA. So it's a lot of BS. It's a lot of BS with some of these like VA doctors. They'll say, conflict of interest, but they'll give us medication, all this treatment, but they don't like to do DBQs. They don't like to give diagnosis. They don't like to do, nexus letters and stuff like that. So definitely, I was trying to do that route with the VA, and I said, fuck them. I'm out. I just went through private medical from there on out. Definitely, you can. Appreciate the $5 motherfucking keep it up. Super thanks, motherfucking dope. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate your stripe, dog. Got the super thanks. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason. At least with the VA. With some private doctors, they may not know or understand the need or the use of a DBQ. But at that point, that's where you gotta educate them. Point them towards my page. Get your boy. Appreciate the super thanks, USMC dubs. Motherfucking Joe Graves. There you go. USMC, I recommend my friend about your YouTube. Thank you for the help. No problem. Appreciate your strife. Appreciate the super thanks. Appreciate you too, motherfucking super Joe. Any other questions, comments, concerns at all? Hey, we got 14 people in here, maybe more. Some of y'all might be ghosted. I appreciate it. if y'all hit that motherfucking like button since y'all been in here so goddamn long. I appreciate y'all, Strive. Oh, Joe, you the man. You be on when I get my news. Yes, sir. Oh, appreciate dog. Appreciate your Strife, dog. Yes, sir. 2023, you the vet. We all getting 100% this year. Fuck the VA. Let's get it, baby. I mean, not fuck it like that, but you know, give me benefits, baby. Give me benefits. Yeah, because if the process is hard. I mean, it's not hard. It's just stressful. And I mean, in that stress, 100%, baby. in that stress, you know, we start doing dumb shit. We get fucking complacent in the claims process. Definitely, you know, if you're pushing towards 100, you know, you can be at 10% or 90%. Always maintain the medical evidence, complaints. Who cut your hair? Motherfucker barber, dog. Come on, man. What the fuck, dog? Shit, motherfucker. I mean, I got a cut last week, but, you know, it grows back a lot in the heat. You know what I'm talking about? Come on. Appreciate dog. Yes, sir. I mean, I always get the, what's that? Razor fade with the straight razor. I'm like, yeah, freshen me up, baby. Because my hair grows, it grows too fast in the heat. So I'm like, yeah, fuck that shit. Fresh cut it all. I fell. Fresh cut. I fell off. I feel you. Yeah, you go. Yes, sir. I got fucking tongue twister right now. Any other question? Comments, concerns? Appreciate y'all strife. Appreciate the likes and the love. The super thanks. Motherfucking Joe Graves. Motherfucking USMC dubs. Anything at all? Questions, comments, last parting gifts before I jump out of here. But yeah, hey, if y'all haven't checked out the new video, please check it out. Leave some comments, concerns, and feedback, if you will. Let your boy know. Share it. Going once, twice. Let me take a sip. TKJ, I just received my Nexus IMO DBQs for PTSD increase. There you go. Currently at 70%. Migraines and IBS. Secondary to PTSD. Which form for supplemental on migraines and IBS? The supplemental form is going to be the VA form 20-0995. If that's the form you're asking for. I believe that's the form you're asking for. Motherfucking TJK. It's a VA form 20-0995. Unless they fucking updated it and maybe 21. But I think it's still 20-0995 for the supplemental form. Definitely. And if you're going to be submitting that supplemental, I definitely recommend you get with a VSO. You know, unless you're, you know, you're in it to win it. You know, you understand the process. You know what you're doing. But even then, I would still fucking have a VSO specifically for supplementals. Because once you submit it, you get no updates until you may get a call. You know, you may get a call for a CMP exam. You may not. You know what I'm talking about? But you're not you're only going to get, you submitted it and it's been completed. That's it. Like, you don't get none of the other updates as like a regular claim. Hopefully that answers your question. Motherfucking TKJ. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, bro. I have a VSO. There you go, dog. There you go. Stay Gucci with it. At the very least, VSOs are good. Like, from what I've learned, having a good veteran service organization submit your claim, it looks a lot better than, you know, fucking veteran Joe Schmo. Like, the VA look at you like, you ain't getting shit, dog. But they look at Wounded Warrior Project, DAV, VF motherfucking Chodes, County Chodes. They're like, okay, you know what I'm talking about? But hey, until next time, this motherfucking Debo out. Appreciate y'all strife. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the motherfucking super thanks for motherfucking Joe Graves, USMC dubs. Hey, until next time, y'all stay motherfucking Gucci with it. Drink water, because it's gonna be fucking hot today.